honestly, I have done so much maths to the point where I started to enjoy it. That's how you know, like, you've done well. So I'm so thankful for that. Can I just say that I exceeded the computer science offer as well? Period. Hello, welcome to my channel. Today is results day, which is peak. I first got my grades in 2020. Teachers' grades, whatever. I got an A star on my EPQ, an A in biology, a B in chemistry, and a C in maths. So then I did the autumn exams because I had an offer, and they said only if I did the autumn exams would they let me keep that offer for Aston Medical School. So I studied for 7 weeks and did the autumn exams, but then I had a very huge bereavement in my life, so that flopped. And then I went to a exam centre for 2021 exams, and that was one of the biggest mistakes I could have done because they ended up messing up everything, and I basically ended up being scammed and hoodwinked. They confronted me saying I should just pay the money and do the autumn exams this upcoming year. So it's kind of like they literally messed everything up so that I would pay however much it will be to do the autumn exams. With that exam centre, I paid in March. I sent all the forms back, they sent me an email back, I replied to the email signing things. I thought I was fine. And then as the time went on, I would keep on, calling them, emailing them, just asking for an update because, we didn't know about all of the things that were meant to be happening. So I was literally calling them, it got to the point where I'd be calling them like twice a day. But a few days before the exams were meant to start, my friends had already started doing their exams in other exam centres, and I was just like, yikes. I tried to see if I could change to a different exam centre, but it was too late. The current centre had a really high cancellation fee, so I couldn't cancel. But I called them and gave them my name and everything, and then they were like, you're not on our records. So basically when I paid in March, they didn't actually put through my application to the exam boards and onto their computer systems, so ignored, whatever. So that meant I didn't sit the mock like everyone else, and I found someone on the student room saying that the mock was just an AS paper, so that would have been fine. And also, so once I finally got through to them, I was like, when are the exams? Like, my friends are already doing their exams. I don't know when my exams are. I need to book annual leave because I've been working at the hospital full time as a healthcare assistant, and that's like 37 hours a week, 50 hours a week. So it's like, I'm being relied upon. I need to be working in the hospital, so I needed to know when my time off would be. And yeah, they were just like it hasn't been confirmed, blah 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 blah. And then I keep on calling, and then we finally get some dates, and then they're like, oh, you haven't sent us your passport, you haven't sent us this. It's like, I have sent all of it, and they replied to it, but they just didn't actually put it through. So booked my train ticket to London, stayed in my sister's house, who's getting married in next week. So then I packed up my bag, went on the train to London to do these exams. So the first exam, I get there and it's a shambles. I had the CG50 calculator, the scientific calculator that is allowed when it's in exam mode, but of course they confiscated that during the middle of the exam and tried to make a big fuss literally during the middle of the exam. And during that same exam, they separated the boys and the girls, and I was on the border, and literally they go to the boys and be like, oh, do you need any help, literally during the exam. And I don't know if it's like access or what, but it just seemed like cheating to me, I can't lie. And just from then on it kept on getting worse and worse and worse, and the papers were not the 2021 papers. They were not even from the new specification, how all this new specification from 2015. They were not those questions. They were old questions, and questions that seemed like they were just from a random textbook and not out of my specification. So fast forward to chemistry exam. This is all for chemistry. My maths exam, they tried to make me do Edexcel, when I've been doing AQA all this time, but I managed to beg the maths teacher to give me an AQA paper because, you know, like in Excel, I literally looked at one of the papers and it's like, this is not the time for me to be doing a whole different exam board. Like, no. And it wouldn't be valid like doing an Excel paper for an AQA qualification. So, you know, I was calling AQA, I was calling everyone is being called and emailed. On to chemistry. I sat the first paper and I was like, first of all, that was not any of the new content, that was like stuff that doesn't really seem to fit the vibe of what I've been learning during my life. And I was like, oh, I feel like there wasn't a lot of topics in that. But then I just went home, you know, got the overground, the underground, back to my sister's house to sleep in her spare bedroom. The second chemistry paper, you know, organic, it was much clearer that there's no way, as Chloe would say, that this is an A-level paper. And so I go, at the end of the paper, I go out to like get my bag and I'm like, oh, that paper was like really weird, like there was literally no topics in it. And then like all of the girls, they were just like, oh, did you not see that they reduced all the topics? They reduced like all the topics out of the exam. And I was like, no. And they were all like, oh no. So basically the exam centre, after people had the mock, they had a meeting, you know, and then they had an email of all the topics that were going to be removed from the specification for the exam. So it's literally massive topics like chromatography, spectroscopy, transition metals, so much that it was like, you know, in this life you usually focus on the hard topics to do well, but literally none of them were included at all. So that was peak. And yeah, so honestly I can't even bother to go into all the things that happened in the exam centre, but just know that for chemistry, whatever grade they give me, yeah, in this life, you know, you just have to go with the flow. And I'm just hoping that if I have to do another gap year, I'll be able to actually travel and, you know, enjoy life. Because, you know, you see all the old people in the hospital and, you know, they love talking about their family, their travels, their life experiences. They don't say, oh, you know, I wish I qualified like 2 years earlier. So I'm just going to see it as a positive thing. You know, I haven't been in university in lockdown and most of my friends got COVID, which I rebuke. So yeah, I'm just going to open these results. And that's another thing. They made such a big deal out of me getting an email instead of going there in person when I literally do not live in London. So yeah, if I don't even get these results, then I can't be surprised. I made a video yesterday about how I have a computer science offer because yeah, I've had like every time I've applied I've had lots of biomed offers, Warwick, York, Queen Mary's, Bristol, but I don't really want to do biomed. I wouldn't want to work as a biomedical scientist, but I would work as a computer scientist and then do graduate entry medicine. So I know that I'm not going to take the computer science offer now. It will just be indicative of what grades I get. I doubt that this exam centre will send me an automated email at 8:30. It'll probably be very later on. So it's peak, but let me refresh. A lovely girl sent me some clearing numbers. All the universities are saying that they're not in clearing except Edge Hill and UC LAN, but they're for widening participation people that live in that area. And I do not live there, so that is fine. But yeah, like Exeter were paying people to defer their offers, and if that was me, I would happily get paid thousands to defer. But yeah, that's fine. So 8:29. It is 8:32. Oh, I got into computer science. Oh, well done me. Now it's gonna feel bad to reject it. I am amazing. No, it's so sad because if I had done computer science at GCSE at A-level, I would probably be very happily taking that, but Instead, I didn't have any teachers back in the day to actually teach them because they were sick. But I'm so happy that I've done that. Big brain. Well, these people haven't sent me my thingbob. Adjustment. Oh my gosh, that is a serve. That is a serve. Oh, Liverpool sent me a congratulations email. To be honest, it would be good to just go to university, you know. But I feel like I've been so focused on medicine that it's like, why should I go into a different degree and then all of that? Oh. So these people aren't going to send me my email. I don't know if they would be lenient about my grades, so that's why I'm not too happy about knowing what grades I got. But that is so sweet. Let me screenshot this before I delete it. Oh, that's actually so sad that these people haven't emailed me my actual results, and that's the most important thing. Like, yeah, I think my faith is one of the reasons that makes me want to do medicine. And I feel like doing computer science, you know, I'm interested in stocks, finance, tech, but I think I'd be more at peace with my decisions by doing medicine and helping people like that instead of potentially, you know, taking advantage of people. The entry requirements for Liverpool is AAB, so that would insinuate I got an A in maths, which hopefully I have. This is actually, I feel so like drained. It's like they can't do the one last thing right, like just someone got a D. Oh, God forbid. Oh no. Why can't UCAS just tell us our results? Like, what is going on? These people aren't going to answer the phone. I won't know my result. UCAS instead to try and get my results, because I highly doubt these people will ever answer. Probably tomorrow they'll tell me my results. But I just feel terrible. Surely they'll be able to see my application and see what grades I actually have, so hopefully this will work. It is currently 8:50, 20 minutes after results should appear. So UCAS don't have my results. My sister said she'll go there after she finishes work, which is at 7:30, so she'll probably get there at 8. And they supposedly close at 9, so I suppose at 9 o'clock we'll see how badly my life has been changed. Okay, it's 9:40, and after about 7 emails, I've got a response. Okay, let's open it. Maths! I got an A in maths! Okay, thank God for that. Okay, let's focus on maths because I deserve that. It could have been an A-star, but I think I was just too stressed. But finally I got an A in maths. Thank God for that, because honestly, I have done so much maths to the point where I started to enjoy it. That's how you know, like, you've done well. So I'm so thankful for that. At least I don't have to reset that. Hey! So now let me scroll down to chemistry. I don't know if my B will remain or if you just take the newest one, but I'm not happy. Okay, let's see. You're lying. You're lying. Oh no, see that grade? Is a no from me. But anyway, let's focus on maths. We knew that chemistry was messed up because they didn't even give me my exam board. So it's not that bad considering the situation, but we are going to sit chemistry in the autumn exams, get a good grade and be fine. And hopefully I won't look back and think, oh, maybe I should have done computer science. Oh well. I don't know if my previous B's count. And on my autumn exams, I was literally like a few marks off an A. But anyway, we move, and Hopefully this time next year I will be relaxed, and hopefully we'll have travelled and had a fun year, unlike this year which has been just working and getting experience. I'll be alright. Thanks for watching. If you want any videos about advice for autumn exams, please comment that, and I'll see you in my next video. Can I just say that I exceeded the computer science offer as well? Period.